Let's get cracking. So start by coming down onto your mat. You can come and onto your back. Think about the back of the neck being long, the shoulder blades open, the sacrum resting heavily onto the mat. And just start by maybe tuning, closing down your eyes. Now, this morning's class is called Inner Voices. And the reason behind that is this week I've had sort of the need to sort of really listen to what my body's been telling me. And I think it's so often that we sort of hurtle on through life, ignoring what our body and our mind is trying to tell us. So this practice, I really want you to focus on listening to those inner voices. Some might be jumping up saying, this is too challenging, stop. But it's our ability to understand when we really need to listen and when when sort of our mind or body is jumping in of its own accord. So that's what I want you to focus on, setting an intention to listen to your inner voices throughout the practice. So if you're not already, come onto your back, thinking about the back of the neck being long, shoulder blades open, sacrum resting heavily onto the mat. And just start to tune into your breath this morning. It's a really good place to start, to listen to what our body is telling us. Noticing the fluidity of the breath, the ease of the breath as it flows in and out of the body, belly rising, belly falling. Taking up space on your inhale and softening on your exhale. As you breathe, I want you to think about that 360 breath, so the rib cage moving upwards, outwards and backwards towards the mat. The back ribs are imprinting onto the mat like little stamps. And you're really thinking about drawing that breath deep down in towards the pelvis. Allowing that diaphragm to draw down and allowing the air to flow in. As you lie here, just again take a moment to tune into your body. Notice the parts of your body in touch with the mat, the back of the head, the shoulders, the arms, the low back, the sacrum, the buttocks, the soles of the feet. And just observe how they're feeling this morning. Notice whether you're holding on to any tension or tightness in your body. And just notice where that tension or tightness is being held. And then take a moment to tune into your mind. Notice whether your mind feels busy or still, calm, anxious. Again, tuning into what your mind is telling you this morning or trying to tell you. Thoughts, feelings, emotions. Sometimes it's important not to get too attached to those, but at the same time to observe what's coming up. Anything that's not going to be helpful for your practice, just pop them on an imaginary cloud and just let that cloud float past your eyes, taking those unwanted thoughts, feelings and emotions with it, allowing you to be fully present and fully connected on your mat. And then as you lie here, we're just going to set that intention for your practice to tune in and listen to those inner voices of your body and your mind as you move. So when you're ready, if you've got a block, grab your block. If you don't, grab a cushion or something similar to pop between your thighs. And then you're going to come up into your low bridge. Think about tailbone slightly tucking towards the back of the knees so you've got length in that lower back. Glutes are engaged. Give them a prod, give them a tap if they feel a little bit snoozy this morning. Get that brain-body connection going. And I want you to just pause here. We're going to take our hands to fists and push those fists onto the tops of our hip points. So we're creating a little bit of resistance for our glutes as we're in the bridge. And I just want you to notice as you're squeezing the block, what you can feel, what's starting to maybe twitch or have a little sort of jiggle in your body. Maybe you're feeling certain areas sort of heat up a little quicker or start to fatigue a little quicker. But just connect to your breath and just observe as you keep this weight on those front hip points, but keep your bum lifted. Good. From here, we're going to slowly start to pulse, little lift and lowers, pushing against those hands. So pushing against the resistance, squeezing those glutes, activating them this morning. And then take the right hand to the sky, pull back on the right fingers with the left hand, spreading through the palm, spreading through the forearm, opening through the wrist. Swap sides. Make sure you don't lock out at the elbow. You want to connect to the shoulder, but we don't want to hyperextend through the elbow. Nice work, guys. Keep that pulsing nice and smooth. And then take your hands to fists, circle in those wrist joints both ways, mobilizing. And then let's do our jazz hands. So big stars, tight fists, and let's go for it. Keep pulsing, big stars, tight fists. Good, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, pause at the top, roll upper back, middle back, lower back, down to the mat. From here, we're going to just bring our knees slightly into our chest. And we're going to take our knees over to the left. Make sure that you're flexed in the hip and you're not rounding through the spine. Arms come straight out in front of you, and we're going to take that top arm forwards, reach it away from you, reach it past your ear, and then rotate back round behind you. So you're getting a little bit of movement into the shoulder, into the upper back as you rotate. Let's do 2 more. Really feel what's going on. Notice if anywhere feels sticky, restricted. Reaching through those fingertips. It's very easy just to bend the arm, come through the middle. Let's take our knees to the other side. So hugging that block, keeping the pelvis weighted. Arms come out to the other side, reach the arm forwards, protracting the shoulder, reach it up, reach through those fingertips, bring the arm back behind you. If your head feels like it's floating off the floor, pop a block under it. Good, reach, pull. Maybe you'll notice there's some tightness across the front of your chest. Again, just paying attention to what your body is talking to you about. Good. Last one, reach forwards. Reach those fingers away, rotate, pull the arm down. Good. And then come back onto your back. Remove the block from between your thighs. Let's come on to our abdominals. So, knees over hips, interlace the hands behind the head, elbows frame the face. Just root down through the sacrum, make sure it's weighted evenly through the floor. Inhale here, exhale, lift. Low belly pulls down and back. Lift up into the elbows, connect the ribs to the hip points. It's very easy to push the abdominals out. We want to pull them down and back. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Use that out breath to help you connect to those deep abdominals. Good. Inhale, come down. Exhale, we lift again. Tap the left toe, then the right toe. Inhale, come down. Exhale, we lift. Twist to the left, tap the left toe, then the right toe. Keep it controlled. Back to center. Inhale, come down. If this feels too much, you can keep the opposite leg down, so you've just got one leg up. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Twist to the right. Tap the right toe, then the left toe. Back to center. Inhale, come down. Exhale, we lift. Twist to the left. Slice the right arm to the outer edge of the left thigh. Don't touch the thigh. Tap the left toe, tap the right toe, tap the left toe, tap the right toe. Good, keep it controlled. Hand to the behind the head, back to center. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Twist to the right. Slice the left arm to the outer edge of the right thigh. Tap the right toe, left toe. Hold that midline, right toe, left toe. Feel it squeeze, back to center. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Twist to the left, slice the right arm take the left hand to meet it. So right hand takes left wrist, and then you're going to double tap the toes, lift them up for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Nice work, guys. Back to center. Inhale, come down. Last one. Exhale, lift. Twist to the right. Slice the left arm to the outer edge of the right thigh. Right hand comes to meet it. Left hand takes right wrist. Double tap the toes. If you want to stay with the single taps because it feels too much, do. We've got 2 more. And 1. Nice work, guys. Back to center. Knees to chest. Just have a little massage of that sacrum on the mat. And then we're going to rock and roll. So, lifting up, you can hold behind your knees, but I really want you to feel like you're pulling your abdominals in towards your thighs. Good. Roll back again, lift up, growing out of the mat, and then roll back again, lift up. And when you lift up this time, let's hold, okay? So either hold behind your knees or challenge yourself, arms away, keep the lower legs lifted, and really just feel what is going on in your body this morning. Growing out the crown of the head, low bellies pulling towards those thighs. Good. Nice. And then release. Good job. Coming on over onto all fours. We're going to go into a couple of cat-cows, and this is really your free choice. And this is really a chance to listen to what your body wants this morning. So again, listen, where does your body feel like you need to take this cat and cow? Okay, so you can cat, cow just in a sort of normal way. You can move, so you can move backwards, round forwards, sit backwards and make it a moving cat-cow. You can move side to side, getting into the spine. Just do what feels good for your body. Good. It's really important sometimes that we do listen and create our own sort of intuition around what our body's trying to tell us. From here, let's come down into dolphin. So interlace the hands, forearms on the mat, release the head, tuck the toes, lift the bum to the sky. Length in the spine. Really lift up and out of the mat. You're driving through those forearms, slurping into the abdominals and keeping the knees soft. From here, we're going to take our feet wider and then bring them back in. Start with the opposite foot, wider, bring it back in. So left foot out, left foot in, right foot in. Right foot out, right foot in. So you're just keeping the body still, but moving the feet wider whilst on a stable body. Good. And alternate as you go through the feet. Good. Let's do 1 more each side. Right, left, and then come down and take a child's pose. Little finger pushes into the mat, connect up into the shoulder, and I want you to breathe across that back body. Again, breathe, connect. This is the best way to connect and listen to our body through our breath. Our breath is an incredibly powerful tool. Nice, and then when you're ready, come and stand at the top of your mat. Good. If you've got your blocks, great. Let's think about feet hip distance apart. Stacking the head over the shoulders, hips, ankles. Nice neutral posture. Arms reach forwards, reach them up. Length through the spine, hinge from the hips, bum goes back. Plant the hands, left foot steps back, lower the left knee, untuck the top of the foot, push through the whole of the shin. Squeeze that left bum cheek, elevate through the crown of the head. Just pause here for a moment, again connecting, noticing what you can feel, notice what's quivering or feeling a stretch in the body. Again, listening, tuning in, becoming aware, and then roll the shoulders. Breathe, don't worry if they feel clicky. As long as there's no pain with them, a little snap, crackle and pop's okay. Breathe. Good. Nice, guys. And then hands to the mat, step back for plank. Zip up through the front line of the body. If you need to be on your knees, come to your knees. But remember, you're pulling your chest through, setting those shoulders on the back body. From here, lower the knees, slowly lower with control. Hold the front body. Pull the chest through, baby cobra. Keep the neck long. Release, wide arm baby cobra. So bring your hands off the edge of the mat, elbows up to the sky. Pull the chest through, squeeze the bum, hug the belly. Again, neck is neutral. You can nod the chin to the chest a few times if that feels good. Good. Frame the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift up and back. Down dog. Nice work, guys. Have a pedal of those feet. Opening up through the calves, maybe adding in a little pelvis movement. Good. And then take the left leg long, step it to the top of the mat, lower the back knee, untuck the back foot, bring the body up. Again, just pause, feeling, connecting, pushing through that right shin. As you push through that right shin, squeezing that right bum cheek, feeling the openness through the front of that right thigh, growing through the crown of the head. Again, what is communicating with you? And then roll those shoulders. Lovely. Good. Really juicy shoulder movements. God, I can't speak this morning. Hands to the top of the mat, back foot steps in, lengthen the spine, come up to stand. Good. From here, we move on to sequence 1. Soft knees, arms forwards and up. Elevate through the fingertips, through the crown of the head, lengthen the body, hinge from the hips, bum goes back. Plant the hands, right foot steps back. Lower the right knee, bring the body up. Back toe is tucked this time, okay? Notice the difference on the front of the body from the back toe being tucked versus the back toe being untucked. Arms come up, left hand to right wrist, side bend over to the left. Hug that left foot towards the body, squeeze the bum, hug the ribs. Notice where you're feeling the stretch this morning. Good. Come back, swivel this lower leg so the right lower leg swiveling so it comes off the left edge of the mat. Left hand inside the left foot. If you need to block it, block it. Reach the right arm to the sky. Push the hips forwards a little bit, engage the glutes. Should open through the hips here, it should be quite yummy. Inner thigh. Good, release. Right hand to the mat. Left leg comes to the back of the mat. Modified side plank. Pull this right shoulder down the mat, down the back. So you want to really feel like you're pulling it from the base of the shoulder blade. The wrist is under the shoulder, and then you're going to hover that left leg. Left arm over and engage the glutes. And again, we're just going to hold. I want you to tune in. I want you to feel. So often we feel we have to constantly move from go, from one move to the next, otherwise we're not doing anything. But often in these long poses, that's where we start to notice what's going on. And our body will feel the little tremors, the little tingles, whatever's having to work. It's in the pose holds that we feel it and we connect. Good. Nice. Take the left heel to the bum. Push the hand, the ankle into the hand. Squeeze the bum cheek and make sure if that feels too much for you, don't pop through the ribs, so hold the front belly as well. If that feels too challenging, either actively pull the heel into the bum or grab a strap. Good. Breathe. And then from here, let the left leg come long. You're going to lift your body up to gate pose. Right arm over. Reach through that side body, breathe. Big full belly breaths in and out through the nose. And then hands come behind the head. Elbows are wide. And we're going to tip our body slightly to the right. Squeeze the glutes, hug the belly, lift ourselves up. We've got 5 of these. Over to the right. Lengthen the side body, engage, lift up. Good. Super nice, guys. Keep the control. Breathe. Use your breath to help you move. Again, as I said, the breath is so powerful for so many things. And it's amazing to help us move effectively and efficiently. Good, last one. Breathe, exhale, squeeze up. Good. From here, hands to the mat. Left leg steps out to the side, so you're in, we're going into an adductor rock. So if I show you front on, your wrists are under your shoulders and your left leg is out to the side. Okay? Really drive into that inner foot. You want to feel that openness in the inner thigh. rock forwards and backwards, pull the chest, sit the shoulders on the back body. Think about lifting the tailbone to the sky, slurping the abdominals. Nice. And then from here, take the right arm to the sky, thread it behind the left arm. If you can let that shoulder come down to the mat, great, but just notice again, maybe what your body is telling you, your limitations. Limitations are okay. We don't need to force through them. It's a case of being aware and observing and then learning over time to, I suppose, correct that. So reach that arm away, drive through the whole of the back of the right arm, breathe, and then come back. Hands to the mat, left foot to the sky, left heel to the bum. Circle 3 times in that left hip joint, one way, juicing up into the hip joint this morning. Good, 3 times. And then step that left foot to the top of the mat, right foot to the top of the mat. Engage the glutes as you come up to stand. Nice, let's do the other side. Soft knees, arms, forwards and up. Length through the spine. Reach through the fingertips, hug those ribs. Good. Hinge from the hips, bum goes back. Plant the hands. Left foot steps back. Lower the left knee, back toe is tucked. Again, pause. Notice the difference side to side. Push through those toes. Squeeze this left bum cheek. Feel what is going on as you add that extra kind of force in. Nice. From here, arms forwards and up. Right hand takes left wrist. Side bend over to the right. Again, keep driving through those left toes, squeezing that right glute. Feel it opening up through the left hip flexor. Breathe out into the left side body. Breathing into those ribs, holding the front ribs in. Good. Back to center. Swivel the left lower leg off the right edge of the mat, okay? Right hand comes inside the right foot. Your left arm's coming to the sky. If you need additional height, put a block under that right hand. Reach through the left arm, open through the hips, squeeze the glutes, breathe, release the neck. Maybe do a breath in and an audible sigh out with your mouth open. Just letting everything go. Good. And then from here, left hand comes down to the mat, right leg to the back of the mat, modified side plank. Pause here, left shoulder hugging down the back body. Hug the ribs, squeeze this left glute, right arm over, hover the right leg. But make sure you don't let this left shoulder fly up to the ear. It really wants to be suctioned on those back ribs. Reach and extend through the sole of that right foot and really feel like someone's energetically pulling your fingertips towards whatever's ahead of you. Good. Keep suctioning that left shoulder blade on the back body. When we hold these positions, all of our little intrinsic muscles are having to really work. They're having to really switch on and tune in and talk to us. Good. Breathe. In and out through the nose. Nice. And then right heel to bum. Again, if you need to use a strap or actively hold it. I'll work it even more. But when you pull it in, make sure you're creating that opposition of forces. So you're pushing your ankle into your hand as you pull the heel into your bum. Good. Keep the knee in line with the hip. Engage the glutes. Hug the ribs. Nice. Good. From here, right leg goes long to gate pose. Bring the body up. Left arm up and over. Breathe into those left side ribs, getting some side flexion into the body. Driving into that right inner foot. Good. Lift up and out of the mat. Always think about lifting away from the mat rather than slumping towards it. Hands behind the head, elbows are wide. From here, we're going to do our side sort of drop downs to the left. Engage the glutes and the abdominals, lift yourself up. You're coming over to the left, diagonally, reaching through that right leg, engaging everything, lifting yourself up. Good. Working this side body. Good. 2 more after this. Nice. Keep breathing. Use the breath to help you. Good. Last one. Squeeze up. Good. And then hands to the mat. Right leg out to the side. We're coming to our adductor rock. Shoulders on the back body, driving into that inner foot. Pull the chest through. Make sure that tailbone isn't curling under. Slurping the abdominals. Good. Noticing again, one side to the other. Good. From here, pause. Left arm lifts to the sky. Thread it behind the right arm. Reach it away. Right arm can go forwards. Drive through the whole of the back of that left arm into the floor. This is a big stretch, okay? So don't sort of feel like, oh God, I can't do it. Again, notice, observe, notice what your body is telling you. What are the voices telling you? Where does it feel tight? Where does it feel restricted? Where do you need to work? Good. Right hand back in. Left hand comes to the top of the mat. Lift right leg to the sky. Right heel to bum. Circle 3 times in that right hip joint. Pull the heel really into the bum. Make a big circle with that knee. 3 times the other way. Good. And then step the right foot to the top of the mat. Back foot steps in. Come up to stand. Good. Soft knees. Right. From here, let's go again. Left foot steps back. You're coming to high lunge. You can have your hands on your hips or up to the sky. And we're going to pulse in a half squat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep slurping the abdominals in. Keep that pelvis in neutral. Good. 1. Nice. Squeeze up. Land the back foot. You're coming to warrior 2, facing the left edge of the mat. Arms out. Inhale here. Exhale, lift up and over. Reverse. Good. Come through the middle. Left arm reaches. Squeeze that left bum cheek. Right bum cheek. Work it all back to center. Hands behind the head again. And we're going to do what we did in gate. So tip your body slightly towards your front thigh. Squeeze up. Good. Diagonal of the body. Squeeze up. Slurp the abdominals. Squeeze the glutes. Good. 3. We've got 2 more. Nice work, guys. Last one. Lean towards the front thigh. Squeeze up. And then from here, we're going to rotate to the right edge of the mat, crossing our legs, coming to a seated twist. So if I show you front on, right leg is over the top of the left. If you need a block, make sure both seat bones are even on the floor, okay? Really important. And if this feels too much, kick the left leg out so it's long. Good. From here, roll those shoulders again. Big, juicy shoulder rolls. Pull the shoulders down the back as you roll. Nice. Good. And then we're going to unwind. And you should end up facing the left edge of the mat, coming to a side lunge. Sit back. Lengthen the spine. Remember, hinging from the hips. Arms can come wide if you want. You can even add in a rotation, left to right, to get an extra bang for your buck. Remember, the bum isn't, the knees aren't coming over the toes, the bum is going back. Okay, imagine you're being pulled back by your hips. Good. Rotate back to the top of the mat. Come up to stand. Let's do the other side. Length through the spine, soft knees. Stack the body, neutral posture. Arms forwards and up. Reach through the fingertips. Right foot steps back. High lunge. Soft back knee. You're pushing through those back toes. Right heel is lifted. We come down to a half squat. And then we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep lifting the pubic bone. Keep the pelvis in neutral. Good. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Squeeze up, land the back foot, warrior 2. Arms out. Engage this left glute to make sure the knee doesn't tip in. Driving through the feet evenly. Inhale here, exhale, reverse. Reach the left arm over, breathe into these left side ribs. Through the middle, right arm over, breathe, reach through the fingertips. Good. You're not really leaning on this left arm. Come through the middle again, hands behind the head. Elbows wide, breathing here, inhale here, exhale, over to the left, squeeze up. Side bend to the left, holding your abdominals, using your glutes. Good. Keep squeezing everything to lift yourself up. Keep slurping into the midline, use your body to support you. Good, 2 more. Keep squeezing this left glute. Don't let that left knee tip in. Good. Nice work. And then rotate through the mat, turning round to the left. Your legs are crossed in your seated twist. Both seat bones are down. Just notice again how this feels in your hips. If it feels too much, keep the right kick the right leg straight out in front of you. Let's roll those shoulders again. Juicy shoulder rolls. Pulling each one back. Breathe. Really nice, guys. Good. Use that breath in and out through the nose. Maybe let the mouth hang open. Audible sigh. Good. Rotate to the right of the mat. Unwind. Side lunge. Sit back. Lengthen the spine. Arms out. Again, rotate if you want an extra bang for your buck. Think about hinging back in that bum. Good. Someone's pulling your hips back. You're not letting those knees come over the toes for the purpose of this. Good. Rotate back to the top of the mat. Come up to stand. Let's do our final sequence, our stream. Good.